A woman's head was cut off. But England changed. The year was 1534. One of the most dangerous decisions in English history was about to be made. This decision did not come with a war, a rebellion, or an invasion. It came with the name of a woman, Anne Boleyn. At that time, England was strong. King Henry VIII was on the throne. The church ruled over everything. Even kings could not defy God. That is, until Henry desired Anne Boleyn. When Anne entered the court, she was an ordinary noblewoman. But she did not act ordinary. She was beautiful, yes. But what set her apart was her refusal to obey. She refused to be a mistress. This refusal was something a king was not used to. And at that very moment, England's fate began to change. Henry wanted to have her and end his marriage. The Pope said no. The Church said no. But Henry did not stop. In 1534, he broke England away from the Catholic Church. He declared himself the head of the Church. History books call this a reform, but in reality it was the price of an obsession with a woman. Anne Boleyn became queen, but the crown did not protect her. It made her a target. The court was no longer silent. Whispers grew louder, because Henry had only one expectation, a male heir. But Anne gave birth to a daughter, not a son, Elizabeth. At that moment, everything turned upside down. The passion in the king's eyes faded. Anne was no longer a love, she was a problem, a risk. And the court knew how to eliminate risks. Rumors about Anne spread. She was said to be a witch. Allegedly, she had bewitched the king. People talked about her seducing men. Even the heaviest accusation was whispered, treason. There was no evidence. But power does not need proof. The decision was made. Anne was arrested. She was locked in the Tower of London. She was no longer a queen. She was a criminal. On a foggy morning in 1536, the day of her execution arrived. Anne remained calm. She was not afraid. She did not kneel. Even in her final words, she showed loyalty to the king. When she bowed her head, not only a woman's but also Henry's established order's fragility was revealed. Anne Boleyn died, but the story did not end. Years later, her daughter ascended the throne, Elizabeth I. The daughter of a woman killed for a male heir led England into one of its most powerful eras in history. Anne seemed to have lost, but in reality, she was the winner. A woman's head was cut off, but her legacy built an empire. If this story shocked you, share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel to not miss history's dark but true stories.